What's up, fams? EEPMON here, and this is the Late Night Channel Eeps episode 50. 50 episodes. I cannot believe it. Just chugging away every day. That's my goal. And yeah, a little bit of celebration. Woohoo. Yeah. I just came back from a run, and I've forgotten how awesome it is to run in the evening. Um, I've just been running during the day, but I decided, you know what? The sun is out, and the sun starts setting around like 8 o'clock ish. So I decided to do a 9 o'clock, around 8:30 run, and I just got back, uh, and it's beautiful. Evening runs are the best. Like it's like I forgot how great it was and how relaxing it is. As some of you know, that I been running, like not professionally, just doing it since, oh boy, like 2010. And I'm no professional. I just do it because I realized that in our day-to-day jobs and careers, majority of us are pretty much on the computer or on the desk, just working away. And I think as one thing I realized is that if I keep on doing this, like I'm literally like not moving or utilizing my entire body, and I believe that I need to do something. I have to, like human beings are meant to, like, we're meant to hunt, we're meant to like gather food, uh, we're meant to like roam around the terrain, survival, So for me, it's like if I'm going to be like within the comfort of my environment, it's so easy to kind of get complacent and not do anything and not move your body because everything is just so convenient. I can get my food online, order it. I can go downstairs, go out to the restaurant, buy groceries, cook at home. But then, like, you're not really utilizing, you're not pumping, you're not like, increasing your heart rate. You're not running. You're not like pumping the blood through all your arteries and veins and the sort of circulation. It's not just breathing, but it's also your internal body and your rhythm and your, just, and also eating, or trying to eat as healthy as you can. These are very important factors, and I think we tend to take that for granted. We really take that for granted. You can have a stellar career, but what's the point of having a stellar career if you don't have a sound mind and sound body? Without this, nothing else matters. Everything is absolutely secondary, unless you have a healthy mind and a healthy body. I think, they say mind over matter kind of thing, but I actually think it's not mind over matter. I think it's both. Mind and matter need to be aligned in order to truly propel yourself, like career wise, whatever wise, like anything. Okay, you need to take care of this in order to take care of your external environment. If you want to affect the external environment, you got to take care of your internal environment. You understand? So I really believe in that. And so running was my thing. I ran and I ran, and I was like, it's probably one of the lowest entry points of like getting a good exercise. Is affordable. Before I just wore a t-shirt, I wore some just shorts, and then some like runners, and I ran, and I keep on going, and then I realized that at some point, why not? I'll to encourage and to continue my running enjoyment. I will invest in some gear, and that would be my motive. Like, I mean, it's not like I need to be motivated, but it's nice to have and know that you're investing something that you want to continue to improve your health. So I've been running since 2010, and I'm not like, super like schedule like 3 times a week kind of thing, but I do meet twice a week. The best, if I'm on a good time, maybe 3 times a week. Twice a week is probably my cadence. And yeah, it's beautiful. Like, it's running down the Rideau Canal, and there's like the lamps are on, and it's the sun, the sun setting. It's such a relaxing mood, and I think we need that. We every time my mind, and I'm doing work, and my mind gets clouded, and I'm just getting all like jaded and everything. That just a signal that I need to get going. I gotta get out there. I gotta breathe. I gotta like circulate. I gotta just get my mind off things and just sort of like just 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 do a run and then just feel and then afterwards, like now I just came back, I feel like, oh, I feel great, I feel refreshed. um so it's very important, folks. I think so, especially in this day and age where we live in a pretty volatile environment. um and I know, like, and I myself, like, there's times that we feel a bit of anxiety about a lot of things. It's important to make sure that we pivot and and pivot in a way that we can you know do something that to how do I say, activate beyond just to kind of cure the cure the anxiety or sort of these other symptoms that you might be feeling. But I think exercise is so important, so important. It just brings you back in alignment, brings you back to focus. Yeah. So yeah, that's my little spiel about running and all that. But yeah, it's been fruitful, and I love it. So as you know, it is episode 50, and I did mention in my previous episode that I will start to look into interviewing my peers and some of my friends who are in other creative industries, and they're doing phenomenal and amazing work. Um, so I'm going to start to line up a list of people that I would like to invite and have a chat. I never done it with this. I think I might. There's got to be a way to do it. I mean, like, I guess we record an interview, or perhaps I don't know. I think we could screen share or something. Well, I'll figure something out. But I think it'd be great and get some insights, or just give me just fireside chat, just casual, just talking about, just shoot the, just like chat about whatever comes to our mind, and things that we do. And my friends they themselves are entrepreneurs and creative entrepreneurs, so it's always great to get some insights from them as well. So I'll see where that goes. Most likely, perhaps I'll start that next week. But yeah, I think it's important to get insight from, and to demystify, you know, how do creative entrepreneurs go about their ways, and especially in times like these where jobs are very difficult to secure, and like, how do we survive? How do we go about our ways? Like, this is like, I mean, I do feel that we are in uh, an economic situation that you've heard many of the jobs that are like high tech jobs. There's a lot of layoffs happening around. Usually the creative sectors are ones that get hit first, because they're when they want to try to uh, cut costs. Is the things that look pretty or look nice is usually the ones that get to be cut. So how do we go about these things? How do we mitigate? How do we survive in this very turbulent environment? And I'm telling you, for me, certainly, folks, like, this is not the only time that I've been through these situations. And for me, I guess, like, I've been doing it so long that I've kind of grow thick skin, because, like, the first time is always tough, but then you go through many several iterations, then you realize, hey, I kind of survived that. And now that we're in the second, we're not, now I'm like probably just my third sort of, like, the economy goes ups and downs. So I think we're like, this is sort of my third sort of iteration through the downturn. But I've done it enough that I've stomached it, that I'm like, pretty much gotten used to it. And as I mentioned, it's very important for creative entrepreneurs to diversify their their creative outlet, right? It's important not to just stick to one particular thing. Nowadays, I believe that creatives can do many things. Like the definition of an artist is no longer categorized to one specific task. Uh, you can still do that, but really, like with the abundance of tools available for us to use, it would be unfortunate not to have access to not it'd be unfortunate to not to be exposed to these opportunities. So all the power to those who want to stick to one craft, but know that there's so many other opportunities to explore. Um, so as I mentioned, like some people ask me if like having a programming background or having some kind of coding experience is important, if it's required. I wouldn't say it's required, but it's very desirable because uh, having a bit of that technical know-how to combine with your creativity allows you um, to explore more areas of it just expands your access to different industries. Like if you know how to do code and you know how to do you know how to do art, then I would say that in the realm of like UX UI, web web development, or even like generative art, like those are a bunch of arenas to explore. Even game development, if you have those two worlds, art and code, then who knows, you can whip out Unity or do some sort of doesn't need to be a full-fledged crazy game, but you understand the underlying mechanics behind it, you know so I think it's important that creatives start to really embrace the changes that are happening among us. um and I'm not saying that you have to like do everything, but I think it's important to expose yourself to a certain to expose yourself and get your feet wet, at least in the in this day and age, in the digital age, right? So yeah. Oh man, I digressed from running all the way to about creative entrepreneurship again. But yeah, but I guess it's related because it's sort of like I was like, I need to run. I need to get some fresh air. I need to kind of reset my mind. Sometimes my mind goes to a not to a dark place, but kind of like it's just sort of like I just started about thinking. I'm overthinking, and I'm just like stuck here. I'm like, okay, I just need to like get out there and just really like refresh and reset. And I think that's really needed. So try to find work-life balance. That's I guess what I'm trying to get at. Make sure that you do your due diligence and do your work, diversify, be creative, but also like take care of your mind and take care of your body. That's the bottom line. Bottom line. But yeah, it's this is also the commencement of EEPMON Arc 3. As I mentioned, I only can see things like quarterly. So EEPMON Arc 3 begins from July 1st to the end of September. So this is basically summertime season. And I anticipate I have a couple things happening in the summer, but it's always the same. It's always the case. Everyone's on vacation. Is a bit of time to decompress and expect things to be a little slower. But that's fine. I had a crazy spring. Winter, spring, it was crazy. It was nuts. So enjoy the summer all. And I want to keep this episode short. But yeah, more stuff about Eepverse coming up really soon. EEPMON endeavors and murals and stuff coming up. More projects happening. But at the end of the day, folks, it's all about taking care of your mind, taking care of your body. That is absolutely paramount among all else. So that is my note for you guys. I hope you have a great evening, a great afternoon, and a good morning wherever you are in the world. This is the Late Night Channel Eeps, episode 50, and I am going to take a shower and get ready for bed. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.